Alright guys, welcome back to another day in the workshop. So today's project, we're going to be handling the bearing and bushing replacement for the steering column here. And for those who are not aware, this is my MB200 mini bike Baja Heat. So I ordered some bearings and bushings off of Go Power Sports. And with this purchase, my first purchase from Go Power Sports, I was given 3 stickers, which I want you guys to tell me where you want them to go on the bike. We have one Go Power Sports Performance Parts, rectangular. Go Power Sports, circular, and then we have this big Go Power Sports Parts and Performance. I want you guys to let me know where you want these stickers on this bike. I can put one of them on the gas tank. I can put one of them on the fake gas tank. I could put this big one on the rear bumper. I want you guys to decide. So, recording date is October 21st, 2019. And I do have other videos lined up before this one, so those will be posted beforehand, hopefully tomorrow. So here, before we get into tearing apart, before we open up all of our brand new bearings, we're going to disassemble this mini bike. So for sizes on this bike, these are not standard hardware for this thing, but there are 2 nuts here that attach to the handlebars here, or the handlebar brackets. Those need to come off, and then there's a bolt here and a bolt here. So let's get those taken off. So those 2 nuts there, and then these 2 bolts, one right here, one right here. Those are all 4 of those are 17 millimeter. So here we're just going to take them off with a 17 millimeter wrench. Break them loose. They're not entirely too tight. And then there's 1. There's 2. There's 3. And then here's the 4th one. These ones have washers on them. The 2 nuts have washers on them. Plain washer, lock washer, and then the nut. So now we are able to take off the handlebars, and we're actually just going to slide them through here due to throttle cable, or just because of the throttle cable, and we can set them right there. And then here up top, just holding this together for me, is this nut right here, which comes off simple as that. So we're not going to be using this, we're replacing it. So next, pops off the good blue bracket. And then now we're just going to jack up the bike until it is ready to drop out this whole front suspension here. And as we are just climbing up with the jack, and this is just sliding right out. And then make sure you have something that you can use to support that back tire. I mean, I don't, but make sure you do. So now, that just dropped right out. Everything falls over. So let's get to replacing some bushings. Okay, so here you can see there's a bushing right here, and then there's a bushing right here. Those both need to come out. So we're just going to get a hammer with a punch, and we're just going to pop them right out. So here I have a plastic rubber mallet, well, plastic and a rubber-sided mallet, and then a simple little punch here. I'm just going to put it here. There's one. And this one's going to be a little bit more on the tricky side because you got to go up. I don't want to cause the whole bike to go backwards. And there's two. I don't feel like going and retrieving it right now. So, next up, we're going to insert these two bushings. They are the ones that comes with the ones that come with the Go Power Sports kit. They are identical. Ish. Alright, this one's a little bit bigger. It's the bottom one. But they're just about identical. So here, these are just gonna press right up in place. Just like rubber side of the mallet. Alright, so now we have those two bushings replaced. We can move on to reinserting the forks. So here we have the steering column, or the steering column. I'm sorry, I'm used to cars. The forks. So there's a bushing here that I replaced off camera because it was quite a pain to do. And then it comes with two bearings. They are identical. So first bearing, it's gonna go on the side, this side, facing down. And then this, now we're going to put it back up in the bike. Pull back the jack. Oops. I didn't do that. I'm trying to put on this. I'm trying to put the forks on backwards. Sorry about that. And this is why I didn't really record too much of the video series of building this. Like I wanted to, but I just don't think I would be quite entirely focused on what I'm doing. So next, if you guys can see, well, you guys can't really see, but we have the upper bushing. So the upper bushing has the lock nut that goes on top of it. The bearing won't roll there. It rolls like this. So bearing is set down in there. I don't have a socket big enough to torque this, so we're gonna snug it up. So now I have snugged it up with my hands. So now I grabbed my 450 millimeter or 18-inch crescent wrench, because a 15-inch crescent wrench or 380 millimeter was not large enough for this. So here, probably over tightening it quite a bit, but that's all I'm going to do. Quarter turn past snug. There we go. Turn smooth. Actually, probably wasn't even snug before. So we're going to go another quarter turn, because I was just able to turn that still a little bit by hand. So we're going to start here and quarter turn over there. We're going to call that good enough. There we go. Alright. New bearings are installed. Step 1. So next, we have a washer and another nut. This one goes on top of the blue plate that I have. This one goes in between. So this one, it's going to go right. Not on the floor, obviously. It's going to go right here. There we go. Just like that. Alright? So, next thing up, we have the blue plate, which I've gotten this wrong so many times on how it goes. But it goes on just like that. And then before we get that done all the way, we're going to throw our 17 millimeter bolts that are that have a 10 millimeter diameter with a thread pitch of 1.5 threads per millimeter. I believe that's how that works in metric. So now we have those snugged up. We'll snug this nut up top. Grab our 17 millimeter wrench. Set that to tighten. Yes. Quarter turn past snug. There's snug. Roughly quarter turn. There we go. Now I've only got one thing left to do next, and that would be to reattach the handlebars. So we're going to get over here, refeed our handlebars right through the forks, and then pop them right up top. There we go. And then we will take our 17 millimeter nuts, and remember, there's a standard washer, then there's a lock washer, and then it's the nut. We're going to put them on just like that. And that side's snug. Same thing with the other side. Standard washer, lock washer, then the nut. 17mm wrench. Still set on tighten. I like to get these fairly tight because if not, it causes a lot of vibration in the handlebars from the new and powerful motor. And yes, I was driving around on this thing, or I should say riding around on this thing without bushings in this on the forks. I mean, it wasn't a bad ride. Okay, yeah, it was a bad ride. But I'm having a little bit of a situation actually up here on these. I've been having this situation to where threads aren't stripped out, so that makes me think bolts just maybe just are not long enough. Alright, so hopefully next video we get to do some cruising around on this thing. But actually no, next video we will actually be we will be replacing the clutch, the plane that attaches to the clutch. Where's the rubber mount when you need one? So we're actually going to be replacing the chain that goes from the jack shaft to the clutch because it's just worn down from years of time, and plus it just should probably be replaced anyway. So I don't know how long it is, or how long it's been alive. But we're probably going to have to end up retapping. I'm probably going to have to end up retapping in this bolt hole right here because this just will not tighten. And the threads aren't quite stripped out, so I'm going to take a guess it's the actual aluminum here from the handlebar. Because it just slides right in and out. But thank you all for watching. Probably might want to move the ammo can from behind the rear tire. Yes, the jack is jumpy. That was just about every single time. But there we go. We now have new bushings and new bearings and new hardware here that connects the steering forks to the frame. But if you guys want a sneak peek onto next week's video, my apologies, I don't mean next week's video, a video that will be coming in the future, maybe here within the next month or so. But the reveal is, wait, what? What is in here? So this is actually range scrap lead. Our next video is going to be harnessing the lead out of these, casting it into ingots so that way I can sell them. But here I have roughly, this is just a 30 cal ammo can. I have roughly 40 pounds of lead in there, or 30 pounds of lead in there. I'm tired, guys. I have roughly 30 pounds of lead in here, and maybe here within a month or so get some melting and some casting equipment, and hopefully soon make some lead ingots and sell them. Just make some money on the side, because they can run for maybe $1 a pound, from 50 cents to $1 a pound. I'm okay selling for 75 cents a pound. But thank you all for watching. I hope y'all enjoyed the video. So, next, this is what I mean. Next video, we are going to be replacing that little chain right there. I've got some more grade 40 chain, or number 40 chain on the way. It's going to be here tomorrow, Tuesday, October 22nd. Yes. But thank y'all for watching this video. Make sure you like and subscribe. Well, if you guys like this content, make sure to leave a like or comment or even both down below. Show some support. And if you guys like this series, definitely let me know in the comments below. And make sure you guys help me. I need you guys to share these videos with your friends and family if you could. I would really appreciate it so that I can do things like mobile live streams. Maybe when I hit like 1,000 subscribers, I believe it is. And then hopefully soon, that would be better. So that way I don't have to record all these videos, wait till the next day at school and just upload them. But thank y'all for watching, and stay safe and ride on.